we're gonna get red. We're gonna get red.
Yeah,
we're gonna get red because red. Everyone wants to be murdered out on the course like that. You know.
That's how you're red, pop. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another 3 Pars on a Birdie podcast. Thank y'all for joining in to this week's episode, or whenever you guys are listening to it. I don't know.
Yeah, Masters edition.
Yes, sir. Speaking of which, we're recording this the Monday after Super Bowl of golf, the Masters. One of the greatest golf tournaments alive. Everyone knows it. You always get some of the best videos and highlight reels coming from the Masters. They do a fabulous job. The course has always been mint condition, and you get just some of the craziest moments in golf, and you will see some of the most wild shots too, I have to say. The course is always great. The patrons show out and are always there filling in the sides of the fairways, behind the tee boxes, and around the greens. I enjoyed watching it. We headed over to Snyder's there for a little bit to have a watch party. But Cody, what did you think of the Masters, baby?
Every year I fall more and more in love with that course. I said the same thing about TPC Sawgrass. Those two courses in particular, for sure. But Augusta, it's such a challenging course. We got to play it on Thursday in my simulator and actually get to see it a little bit more. That was cool.
Yeah, that was nuts. That was fun.
Yeah.
And shout out to the person who designed that, because it was absolutely to the T how Augusta was.
Yeah, it was great. Honestly, it was so great. But the course, like you said, the course management was so great. It was immaculate. The course conditions were so wonderful. And those greens, man, they're diabolical. Every year I forget, and then they remind me every year. Because we saw insane shots. Rory on 16 with that 7-iron. Or 15, I mean. He's
over the trees.
There were so many good shots. Yeah, so many good shots.
What was that? That one from the fairway that he bent in there?
Yep. That 7-iron. Didn't make the eagle putt. Missed that. But, it was still a beautiful shot.
Ho-hum birdie. You can't complain.
Yeah, no. That was literally kicking. So, yeah, the course was great, man. It was awesome. The coverage was great. The app, like always, showed, Amen's Corner 4, 5, 6, 14, and 15. Feature groups, it stellar.
Dude,
stellar. So
the new part of the app too. I mean, with the driving range part showing every shot that the player has hit and being able to actually maneuver around the driving range with your fingers and zoom in and zoom out. I mean, what a phenomenal little touch, just to add on to the greatness that the app already has and already does a phenomenal job at just showcasing how well it is. Man, I was having fun playing with that app. Let me tell you, I was going back and forth Monday and Tuesday and stuff, just looking at all the guys, watching their swings. All right, what green are they going for? Are they hitting a 7? Are they going to be hitting driver? And then I did the one where it shows you everyone at the range, and they're hitting simultaneous and stuff, and you're kind of watching them crisscross. And man, what a cool little touch.
Yeah, it was really, really cool, honestly. I'm shocked we never thought about that before, but man, I'm so happy that they do a focus group every year, probably at the Masters, and try and figure out what can we do to make it better for the people who can't make it here. And every year they kill it. I mean, every year it gets better and better and better. We could track literally everything they did pretty much at the Masters, which was awesome. The one thing I do have a problem with is on the very first day, they didn't have a feature group until 9 o'clock. So Davis Riley teed off first, and you couldn't watch him play the first 4 holes until he got to the other. They had those extra coverages, and the one you could see him on first was 4, 5, 6. So you literally couldn't watch the first 3 holes, for anybody really, unless they were a feature group. So that was a little all right, we got to figure out a way to get the first couple groups on TV and then do the feature group thing. You can't miss out on the first 6 groups, going holes 1 through 3 just because you want to wait to a feature group. That's just my opinion,
Yeah, there was a little bit of a hiccup there.
Yeah, which is fine. But, everyone's eager, dude. It's 8 o'clock. We're ready to watch. And next thing you know, I'm sitting there okay, well, I can't watch until they get to hole 4. So I gotta wait 45. I was all
And some of
pumped
those
up, but
guys are kind of cool to watch too, because like
oh yeah,
the course just eats those guys up. Some of those, just those early tee times like that, and
yeah,
you get
they
an
do.
idea of how the course is going to be playing for the following group.
Exactly. And that's why I like to watch, especially on the weekend mornings. I'll turn it on with soccer and I'll be watching, the groups that go off pretty early. And one, the coverage is great for PGA Tour Live through Hulu. Shout out to them. And
Yeah,
two, I get to see how the course is playing. So, if I know that on hole 5, man, it's gnarly. No one can even stick the green. Like when the final group comes to hole 5, I'll be in my head thinking, oh shit, he's pulling an 8, dude. I saw Homeboy pull a 7 earlier, and it barely worked. There's no way this 8's getting there. So it's good, like behind the scenes coverage that you wouldn't get if you were only watching the national broadcast. So, yeah,
yeah,
it's they do a good job at TV coverage for the most part. The Masters did a phenomenal job. Not
they did.
9.5 out of 10. Yeah,
They did. Yeah, and
yeah,
talk about a finish, man. Too, you have Justin Rose coming from out of nowhere on that last day and just balling out to, man, get himself in contention, and then to birdie on 18, have a finish like that puts you, sends you into a playoff hole with Rory McIlroy. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen, obviously, when Rory's coming and he's playing behind you, so he's going to play that hole. You don't know what he's going to do, but to finish with a birdie and to be looking at the scoreboard there and seeing, how close it is right there. Man,
oh
that's
yeah,
crazy. I mean, Scotty Scheffler kind of fell off a little bit, and Bryson
yep,
obviously just didn't have it. His game wasn't there, and I think all the practice and stuff, all those golf balls he hit on the practice range obviously didn't pay off. So sometimes that shows you right
yeah.
there that you can hit as many shots as you want on the driving range. It's not always going to help you out on the course, man. That's golf.
I I agree, but honestly, and I don't think he hit the best shots, but I think his putting was the worst. Like the day
Terrible.
before when we were golfing on Saturday and didn't get to watch, but I saw his highlights. They were all putts. He had one chip in, but a lot of long putts. He didn't sink a putt over like maybe 10 feet all day, which you can't do when you're in second trying to get to first. But yeah, it was so crazy that after the first hole he had he was tied. Like Rory's up 2, doubles the first hole, and
Insane.
then they're tied immediately, and you're like, "Fuck, dude, this is insane." Yeah,
Bro,
Justin
what it
Rose
was.
led after. What were you
Go ahead.
saying?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, Justin Rose led after round 1 and 2, and then had a shot of 76 on Saturday, and we're all talking on Saturday while we're golfing. All right, well, Jay Rose is out of it. Okay, so you got Bryson, you got Rory, you got Corey Connors 3 behind. We kind of all wrote Justin Rose off, and then Nick had mentioned lights out round on Sunday. I think he shot a 66,
Yeah.
four under on the back. I think 1 under, 2 under on the front. I mean, it was just a great performance. Shout out to him. He played so well. That putt on 18 was ridiculous. But yeah, Rory, he pulled it out. I thought about it today. It's funny. He got his 2 biggest wins this year were him falling apart, making a playoff, and then winning the playoff. The
Yeah.
Players and the Masters. Both times. Fell apart. 3 holes he lost at the Players on the last 2 holes. And then in the Masters he lost 1 stroke. But he lost it because he missed an approach shot from 120 yards and pushed it into the bunker, which
It happens. It's the
it
Masters.
happens. It happens.
And
It shouldn't have happened to him, but it happens.
I'm wondering,
So
like,
yeah,
how this would have panned out though, because you figure Rory had how many double bogeys? 3 or something?
4,
4?
4.
4 double bogeys, and no Masters winner has ever had more than 2. I think the stat was. And
Yeah,
you have Bryson, who is in the same group as Rory, and he's supposed to be, you know, nick and knack for him. And they're supposed to be playing, really close golf. I'm wondering if maybe there was like a different person who shot better the days before, who, if they played with Rory, might have been like a different outcome. Because if Rory had all those double bogeys, Bryson was doing the same thing. You know what I mean? If there was
Of
another
course,
golfer like
yeah.
a Justin Rose who had played that 66 maybe yesterday, was in contention to play that in that final pairing on Sunday, I think maybe it would have been a little different. I think maybe like Justin Rose could have actually won the thing, if he actually had that a two-stroke, if he was only behind by a stroke or two going into the final day. I don't think Justin Rose is going to be a dude who's going to double on the same hole that, Rory doubles or something. I think it might have been a little
Right.
different.
I
It,
agree. I think it
it's
would
at
have been
least
more
something to
different.
think about.
Yeah. I think instead of only having the pressure of winning the tournament, which is all he had at the end because his playing partner wasn't in it, which is the point you're making, that
Yeah,
would have been different. If he would have had both the pressure of the tournament and the guy you're playing with is
yeah.
also putting pressure. He didn't have that pressure. He only had the tournament's pressure, which is plenty. I'm not saying that's not shit. But he didn't have the pressure of, if anything, he was looking away at all the bad shots Bryson was hitting. I mean, Steve mentioned it. Maybe that's why Rory was playing so bad, was
Oh,
because he
yeah.
had to watch Bryson play so bad. But you know what's cool that I learned this year? And I don't even know if it's that I learned it this year. I guess I just noticed it this year. Is how cool it is when they do the updates on the scoreboard around the greens and all
Oh,
the
yeah.
patrons, not fans, all the patrons are cheering and booing and hooting and hollering for their favorite golfers. And that's such a cool thing. We would when we're at golf tournaments, we check on our phone. I mean, we do check the leaderboard. I'm not when we walk by one, we'll call it out. Oh, Minwoo Lee's up or this, we'll say it. But we don't have to go to the scoreboards when we're at the tournaments we've been to. We can just pull out our phones. So it's cool that they have to wait for that update. Like there is no checking your phone to see if Finau is 200 today. Yo ass got to walk to a scoreboard and see if it has a red 2 on it. So I think it's pretty cool. I think that's a cool thing.
It's an added extra excitement.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it
When
is.
you're watching that scoreboard change. You have no idea
Yeah,
what happened. Boom, you see that number pop up. Holy shit, what? He just double
yeah,
bogeyed? Like, what?
yeah,
No fucking way. Or he birdied, like, yeah, I mean, it's almost like like a Christmas Day moment.
yeah. It's the ultimate being in the moment.
Hmm.
Like you don't even get to see the replay, homie, until you get home. Like
Yeah,
all you know is the score. It's like you're looking at a scorecard. That's it. That's all you get to see except for the shots in front of you.
yeah,
So
that's,
it
that's
is
wild.
so cool. Yeah, it's very, very cool. I think it's a awesome tournament and I hope it continues forever. Like it's my favorite for sure.
Yeah, we got to
Yeah.
watch this all go down at Steve's house. Alex put on, a nice spread. We had a nice dinner. We had some signature azaleas, courtesy, of Alex and Steve. Made them tip tops
Yep.
perfect. I mean, a little garnish of lemon, a little garnish of cherry, a little dash of grenadine. Mix it in there. Whew, that thing hit you just right. And so we
Oh,
had
they
a
were
little watch
great.
party there, and that was a good time. Smizer showed up. I mean, Steve was handing
Yep.
out shots left and right. Pulled out the putter ball.
Oh
Got a little
yeah,
bit of that
dude.
in there.
It was the ultimate golf party.
The boys were having a good time.
Yep. Yeah, we had a blast, man. Dino was there, Alex's dad and mom also, and yeah, we had a blast. Alex threw the fuck down, bro, like always.
Absolutely.
Jeez, they
Yeah.
went so hard, and it was great, man. I mean, she did the decorations. They had the lights inside the room all green, and yeah, it was so cool. So shout out to them for having us, and yeah, that's my favorite Masters I've watched so far, besides the one Tiger one.
Yeah, that was a
That's
good one.
number
A
one.
lot of
It's,
interactions or emotions, not interaction. A lot of emotions, man. A lot of up
yeah,
and down moments, and
a
just a
lot,
hell of a finish.
a lot. I wish Bryson would have been able to capitalize on some of those because Rory, on like holes 4 through 9, he didn't really have it, and Bryson could have, saved some pars or made some birdies, and he just couldn't do it. Put
Yeah,
it in the water on that par 5 on 15. Yeah, it just yeah. Every
that one
time I'm
hurt,
thinking
man.
like, yeah, yeah, that one hurt, and then he doubled because he didn't even make he wedged it up there, pitched it up there to like 6 feet, and then missed that putt. And yeah, that was the dagger right there, the double. it was over after that. But shout out to Bryson getting, I think he got like 6th place or 7th place. He fought hard. I mean, he had plenty of highlights this week. We seen so many great shots. I mean, it was unbelievable the whole time. Shout out to Zach Johnson shooting a 66 one day. There were, I forgot who got low am. It wasn't the guy who played with Scotty, but whoever did, shout out to that kid. I think it was that Justin kid. So yeah, and then JJ Watt played today. Did you see that? Shot a
Yeah, I did.
104.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, shot a 104.
I
So
wonder
he
if he
played
played it
from the
from the tip.
members tees. No, he played it from the members tees.
What is that, one
Yeah.
up?
Probably 1 or 2 up. Yeah.
Damn, and he still
So
shot a 105.
yeah, I mean, hey, that's a hard course, bro. And
I
he's
know.
not good. Like he's not a good golfer. Yeah.
I'm
You won't
shooting
catch
way up
him
there.
on a pro-am or anything. I wonder if Flav didn't play it, right?
That's a course. That's a course, man.
Does Flav get to play it or no?
No.
That's kind of annoying. But I mean, I guess if you get to walk it, that's cool. So I guess it's not the worst thing. But yeah, it was the shit, man. This Masters lived up to the hype. Shout out to Rory, career Grand Slam, 6th golfer to ever do it. He had this monkey on his back for I think they said 10 years now.
Yeah. 11?
Yeah, and he did it. Yeah, 11. Yeah, something like that. And he did it, He never gave up, never fucking pissed. I mean, he pissed and moaned a little bit, but he did it. He got the job done, and shout out to him. All the nerves in the world. Great playoff hole. Birdied the playoff hole. What more can you ask for?
Yeah,
18.
that hole, we've seen what it does to players. I mean, they just
he bogeyed it 10 minutes early.
Yeah, before you had Oberg fucking take a triple on that hole. And then your boy Brooks.
My boy Brooks.
Yeah.
Took a quad.
So that hole will eat you up, man. A birdie is a phenomenal score there.
Oh, yeah. That's why when I was texting, I think it was my brother Kyle, he's like, man, it's the last hole. I don't think, Justin Rose can do it. And I was like, bro, this hole is hard, man.
Yeah.
I don't care if you stick the fairway. It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw Rory, pushed his wedge shot and then didn't have a bunker save. He missed that 5-footer. Made bogey. 10 minutes later, he makes birdie.
Nuts,
so
dude.
Yeah, ice in his veins, man. Ice in his veins. When I make but what would be equivalent to a bogey for me, which would be like a double or a triple. When I do that, man, it's so hard for me to come back. Like I come back to the next tee box and I'm trying to get myself back, and sometimes I do, but I don't have thousands of people watching me. It's not the Masters, and he did that with all those people watching. So, shout out to him for that. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
Steve fucking, of course, little bitch that he is. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I wish he was here. He should be here on the podcast. You always sent him a little link. I thought he was going to hop in. I wanted him to talk about it a little bit, his pick and whatnot, because he did pick Rory, but that's kind of about all I'm going to say with that. He did pick Rory.
Yeah.
I'll let him get speak his mind and stuff on that.
Yeah, since he's not here, we're not gonna go into it too much.
No. And
but
then
the update,
Cody, man.
The update on the score is 11 for Steve and 11 for Nick.
There we go. Yeah.
And I don't know who has what after that. I think I have 6. TT is 5, and Kyle has 8 or something.
7 or 8.
I can't remember. Yeah, but we're all right around there. TT finally got some points. Shout out to him. Picking Scotty, got him 4 points.
I mean, you knew it was gonna. You're guaranteed to get points if you pick Scotty. I mean,
so yeah,
it would have been a miracle if he didn't place inside top 10. I would have fucking went nuts, dude. I would have been like, what? It's like another one of those moments when Snyder picked him last year for the Open or something, and he almost didn't even make the cut. I forgot which tournament it was. It was a big one.
Oh yeah, he had the quietest top 10. I feel like all week. Like He didn't make too many crazy shots. You know, I feel like he didn't hole out like he did the past couple of years when he had won. And yet he's still T6 or whatever the fuck he was. Like, yeah, it's crazy. It really is. And I picked Brooks, and like we had mentioned earlier, Brooks with a quad, dude. Fuck that guy, man. He's going in. He goes. I think cut line was either 1 over or 2 over, somewhere around there. And he's on the number. I'm pretty sure.
It was
And he
2
goes
over.
to 18, and it was 2 over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, he was 1 over, so he had one stroke to fuck around with.
Yeah, he
And
did.
goes and shoots a quad, bro. Ends up 5 over, misses the cut by 3. I'm the only one who got minus points this week. I got -2, double points, unfortunately. And
Love
then
it.
Colin
it.
Morikawa. I think he got 2 points out of Colin Morikawa. And then you got 2 out of your guy, right?
Yep, 2.
Yep. So, and you had Tommy Fleetwood. So, yeah, we'll see. The Travelers is this week, so I'm
Who you
picking
picking?
first.
Who you picking?
Scotty. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. Can't pick top 3. So I'm waiting on. Did Steve already send the odds list or no?
No, do you wait for that normally?
Yeah, because I don't know who's in the field.
You're hilarious.
Yeah, I know. I could just Google it, but I just wait for that.
That's what I do. I always Google that shit.
Yeah. So I don't know who I'm gonna pick.
Google's my
but
best
it should
friend.
be a good one. Who?
Google. My best friend.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Google's the shit. So is ChatGPT. I've been using that a lot lately.
Is that? I don't even use that.
You know what? I might use ChatGPT to figure out who's gonna win, and I'll go off that.
That might be a thing, dude. That could be it. That's the little secret.
Yeah, I
Why
might
don't
have
you
to.
start picking winners that way?
Yeah, I might have to ask ChatGPT and see what the word is and see what who. Maybe I'll have him pick 3 or her,
I was gonna
whatever
say, would you just ask,
ChatGPT is.
or would you put names in there like, "Yo, give me 5 names," or
I
pick
mean, I could
out
do
of
either
these?
one. I could do either one. I could say like out of these 3, which one do you think is going to place the highest? Or I could just say, given the field in 2025, who do you think is going to win the Travelers or whatever it's called? No, it's not the Travelers. This is the RBC Heritage. I'm sorry.
Yeah, RBC Heritage.
Yeah,
Yep.
This is down there in South Carolina. But it's also an elevated event, which is dope. So we got all the big dogs. They get 2 exemptions a year for missing tournaments. We'll probably see a lot of them use that on this one because the Masters obviously was last
Right.
week. But Scotty's there, so that's cool. So he's not using his exemption yet. So we'll see. We'll see who's all there. It should be a hard tournament. I'm going to be in Dallas this weekend watching it, so I'm pumped about that. Yeah, that should be fun. I'll be day drinking all day. Oh yeah,
Look
dude.
out, Dallas.
It's supposed to be 85 and sunny all weekend. Let's hang. Eating some barbecue. They got I'm right down the street from Terry Black's barbecue. So I'll be going to get that
I love
for sure.
that place, bro. That's the ultimate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the shit. So yeah, that was that's the score update for now. So we are about I think a third of the way through the season. 1 major in, still got 3 more. So we'll see how it goes. TT's finally back on the board. That's a positive.
Not for
and then
long.
Yeah, we'll see. You're tied with the lead now. Steve coming back, bro. 6 points.
I'm not worried about Steve.
Yeah, I feel you. You also weren't worried about that chip shot you had yesterday. How about you or on Saturday? How about you tell the people we played around at Taylor Meadows. We shot 18. First full round actually of the season. And we went out there.
Fucking great too.
I shot a 99. Nick shot an 80. Not bad for our first rounds out.
Snyder with a 90.
Snyder with a 90. Kobe with a 95. 94. 95. Yeah, so not bad. And Nick, how'd that chip shot go, bro?
It was good. It was real good.
Let's hear it. What happened? How'd the hole play out? What'd you do?
Oh, that was dope though. I mean, yeah, I was in the shit too around that green. That was tough.
Oh
yeah, I hit a good tee shot there too. I was down the middle, or on the left side, I think it was. I think it was on the left
Okay.
side of the fairway there. And then I hit an iron over the green. Or no, I went left rough, tried to punch out, just caught the limb, went down, went straight down, then hit it, knocked it all the way to the back of the green, flew the
Okay.
green, and was in some grass probably about this tall.
Oh yeah.
And my ball was kind of sitting up a little bit, but I knew I was like, I have to hit this good, you know? And we're thinking like what, maybe 20 yards before, but like till the green
Yeah.
before it starts, 15, 20 yards before it starts.
Yep.
All
20
downhill.
yards. Dude, he's on a hill, bro.
I mean, I hit
Hill.
this ball with my 58 degree. It came out just right. I told Cody before I even was walking up to the ball, I said, hey, I have to put this close. And
Yep.
I took, a couple practice swings, and I'm like, dude, I have to at least get this on the green. And it
Of
came
course.
out, the
And it
ball just,
wasn't easy. It wasn't
no,
easy to
no,
just
no.
get it on the green.
It was, yeah, it came out just right. I mean, it hit the fringe perfectly, bounced once or twice, kind of slowed up just enough, and just rolled the rest of the way right into the middle of the flag. Hit the flag stick, right down. Your
Chipped
boy was
in.
hyped. Your boy was hyped.
Dude, it was so
I should have been
sick.
doing it all day. I was a little
Yeah, there
off
was
though.
another one he almost chipped in. Yeah,
I was a
honestly.
little off though with my short game. I will say that there are some
Yeah.
chips I wish I want back, but it is what
Yeah,
it
that'll
is.
happen sometimes. But overall, your game was pretty good. I mean, you hit 2 drives past the green.
Yeah,
So,
I drove some par fours. The driver's looking up right now. That little tip that I gave myself, man, just raising that left shoulder it's really helped me. And my swing doesn't feel like it changes a lot, which is a good thing too. I don't want my swing to feel like I'm way out of whack when I do that. And it doesn't, though. I'm making better contact
nice.
with the golf ball, it feels like, and it's coming out hot. It's traveling.
Oh, it's coming out hot, trust me. There was a 280-yard hole he drove past and like a 310 one that he put in the bunker next to the green. So, yeah.
Over the
I
green on
mean,
that one.
yeah, over the green, the bunker behind the green. You're
I think it
right.
was like 295 or something, too, and I went over it.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was so much fun to see. He played well. Snyder, bro, shout out to him. I mean, I know he's missing the podcast, so we're upset with that.
I
But
know.
but he's our homie, and he played so great, dude. A 90. This in the simulator, he was hitting some bombs with his driver. So I was really hoping he'd come out and start poking that bad boy this year, and so far he has. I mean, he was pushing some, because I don't know if you guys have ever seen Snyder swing, but he
Yeah.
plays this, sweeping draw in there. But he was pushing some, but that was fine because it was wide open, so he would, was allowed to be pushed. But yeah, he played great, man. Wedges were great, putting pretty good. I mean, he played really good. It looked like the old Snyder almost. I wasn't worried that he was going to hit the ball and it was going to roll 5 feet in front of him, which I was worried about for the past couple of years. You know what I mean?
He came up to me, dude, and he whispered in my ear after like hole 6 or something. He's like, I don't want to say it, but I might be. And he's like, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
He might
And I was
be.
like, don't say it because you'll jinx yourself.
Dude, he didn't sink very many putts yesterday, and he still shot a 90. So that's pretty good.
He had a few, bad shots though that cost him. I think like his 5 wood didn't help him any. He topped one of those shots.
Yeah,
A
he
few iron
did.
shots
Yeah, he
that he
did.
could have, got back. And I will say there was that first part of 3, man. He chunked it a little bit and got away with one there. Ended up still landing it on the green.
Oh, the 9-iron. Yeah, I
He
know.
chunked it, man. I didn't think it was gonna get there, and it
Dude, he
carried.
chunked it so much, but because he hit a 9-iron and not a pitching wedge like us, he got lucky.
Which is like, dude, man, if you hit that 9-iron good, you're over the back of that green, son.
Oh, for sure. Because he was pin high almost. I mean, it ended up being a great shot, but like you said, I mean, he took a chunk with it. And Snyder's not one to take divots like you or I would, for the most part. He's usually hitting pretty much the ball. But yeah, he played great, man. Shout out to him. I had a birdie putt, which was cool, hole 15. So I hit my
Amazing.
drive.
Got to talk about that.
Yeah, I hit my
Give the people
drive
what they
right.
want.
And actually, I thought I had hit it pretty well, but dude, Steve followed me up driving, and Steve, dude, he smoked it. It looked like. And then we get up, and he goes, we're looking. It's over this hill on a fairway coming back the other way, and our balls are right next to each other. And I was like, damn. He's like, dude, you have been poking it out there. I was like, all right, cool. We have 135 in. It's a little windy towards us, so I hit my 9-iron, which I can usually hit about 150, I'd say. So I hit that, ended up pin high, maybe just short, actually, about just short, a couple yards off the green to the right in the fringe. I had about 3 or 4 feet of fringe and then about 15 feet of green. Was going from right to left. And I had been putting so well yesterday. I mean, I had 2 putts that literally went in the hole on the last rotation.
Is that why you
Uh,
putted that though?
yeah,
Because I'm
yeah,
like, dude,
because
this is wedge city for Cody. This is
it was
basement shit.
it was basement chip all day. I mean, all day. It's one when you get done with your round and you toss the ball on the collar and you chip for fun. That's literally that shot I had.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nothing in my way, flat ground, grass was mowed perfect. But I had just been putting so well. I had almost sank one from off the green earlier that day on the side of a hill. I putted it down and it ended about 2 inches short. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We're rocking the putter today. I had been keeping my head down on almost every putt, and it makes a huge difference for my putting accuracy, whether I pull it or push it. And because of that, I was like, fuck, dude. Every green I got to, I felt comfortable. I hit the putt, I kept my head down. It was about halfway there, and I'm like, give me this birdie. And then
It
goes
was.
in. And yeah, it was so cool, man. And that followed up like a 7, bro. I got like a
Yeah,
7
I know
back
that.
before.
That's usually what
You
happens.
know?
I'll birdie and then like double bogey the next. It's like, oh, that
Yeah.
birdie was useless.
Yeah, well, yeah, I had gotten a 7 right before that, and then the birdie, and then I think I got a bogey the next hole. But it was really cool, man. I'm happy. First full round, and I get a birdie, bro. Like I'm 1 for 1, So that's cool with me. Shooting 100%, getting birdies on full
Yeah.
rounds. So we're gonna try
And
and keep that going. It was cool. I needed to hit better iron shots. That was probably the thing I lacked the most. Um, but I'm gonna try and work on my iron shots. I think I was just focusing so much on driver and 3-wood this offseason that I kind of wasn't really like. I knew I could hit an iron, so I wasn't practicing for the most part. I
yeah.
mean, I was when we'd play, but I wasn't like going out there on like a Tuesday, Thursday and just hitting irons. One, it hurts my wrist and my hand, and two, it's just more fun to rip the driver. So I was doing that. So I need to make sure I'm getting out and hitting irons on the grass, like real grass, and getting some practice in because I've treated it like a redheaded stepchild lately. So I got to get back to it. I need to hit irons like you, bro, or like Rory on 15.
Dude, I got my draw back. I'm so happy. I was hitting
I
my
know.
draw with my irons. I was clipping them, dude. I saw, I don't know that. See, and that's what's crazy is because on your simulator, bro, I was hitting like not slices, but they were fades on your simulator. And
Oh
yesterday I
yeah.
was hitting draws.
Well, that's hey.
So
We'll take the draws.
I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, maybe I just need to be
we'll
hitting
take the
fucking
draws.
fades on the simmy and then I'll draw it in real life. So that's the thing.
Yep. You're an artist. You get to do both.
But it was fucking great. The greens were rolling super fast for how early it is in the
So
season. I
fast.
mean, and we have been getting a little bit of
Yep.
rain, and I guess it's been windy, so maybe that adds to a little bit of that.
Yeah, that could have
You know,
dried me
drying
out.
out and just rolling. But boy, those greens were quick. I
Oh,
mean, you didn't want
super
to be above
quick.
the
Yeah.
hole.
No, no, no. And there was a hole that I was above the hole, and I fucking sent it packing, dude.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
it
that
was
one.
it
I
was
tried to
fun.
tend the flag, and we
Yeah,
weren't even near the hole.
dude, I wasn't even close, bro. I look like Zach Johnson on hole 5 yesterday or whatever Saturday. Just bad putts, just bad putts. But I had some good ones as well, more good ones than bad ones. So. But yeah, we'll be getting out there. We got another round, Arcadia in 2 weeks. We'll be talking to you guys about. We got our golf league starting a week from today. Will be the first week. I'm gonna get the golf website back up and running tomorrow, probably the next day, so we can log in and see who we're facing every week.
There you
Um,
go. Yeah,
and
fun, man. I'm
yeah,
excited.
that's Yeah, that's pretty
I'm
much
super
all I
stoked.
got.
Maybe
Yeah,
podcast
I'm
at
pumped, man.
Arcadia.
Yeah, podcast at Arcadia. We're gonna have a blast. I can't wait.
But
I
hopefully I
can't
get the
wait.
drone up. Probably gonna be 50 mile an
8 of
hour
us.
gust to wind, but we'll see what I can do.
You know, knock on wood. Right now, the weather is looking pretty good for Arcadia. Pretty
Yeah, it is.
good.
It is for sure.
67 and sunny right now. So let's hope that stays.
Yeah,
I
for
would
sure.
I would fucking die if we got 67 and sunny both days, dude.
I know.
Yeah. So
All right, buddy. Well, what do
all
you
right.
want to? You got anything else? Or
No, I think I'm good, man.
all right, y'all.
Yeah.
Well, I do have a little treat for you guys here in the near future. A little podcast with a special guest of ours, one of our friends.
Yeah.
I won't spoil it too much, but he was down in the at the Masters this past weekend, so we're gonna try and talk to him and get the ins and outs, how it all went for him, and hopefully he can send us some videos, pictures, and we'll be able to kind of relay that to you guys along with a short little podcast. And I'm excited for it. I will say that.
Oh yeah. Some extra content straight from the Masters, dude. This is from the source. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited to hear what he has to say, and I have so many questions about the course and about just the lifestyle around Augusta and the buzz from being there. So I'm excited to have him on. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it could be a long podcast. Who knows? You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, it could be good.
All right, y'all. Well, I'm sorry that Steve wasn't here chiming in with us. I'm sure he'll get on the next one, hopefully.
Yep.
We
Yep.
tried. That's all we can do, right? But
Of course.
until next time, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below, like, comment, do all that. Share it with your friends and family. And if we don't see you guys before Easter, have a good Easter.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Have a
And
great Easter.
enjoy your time with your family. Love you guys. Don't forget to use it one time. Peace.
Yeah.